And when he's feeling it, he can deliver. And this for the perfect start. Right through the middle.
Required for a good portion of the year. With a low ball. Nick Dacos from 50. He launches a high, thunderous ball.
Make it room, still had it. Then Elliott goes off the ground, back of the net, back-to-back goals. Settle the nerves and get the first on the road. Straight through the middle. The full house is Phil Thorpe, works it onto his left. The one-on-one becomes a free ball.
Bouncing ball ricocheting. Adelaide just haven't been able. He'll celebrate big time.
Here is Bobby Hill. Broken play, he makes it work.
You wouldn't read about it.
That is ridiculous.
Hello, welcome to a spooky stream. Halloween is in 2 days, and I was in Coles, and I'm like, hey, this will be cool on the stream. So I don't know what I am. It's like a little bit of vampire, a little bit of this is not makeup. This is just how I feel. I feel absolutely cooked. How is everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. I changed the setup. So obviously we're in here because of the Wi-Fi, but I got the microphone now, so I should sound a little bit better. Hello, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Welcome. Chris, hello. Oh, there's two Chris's. Hello. Jeanette, hello. Big support of the channel. Love me some Sandra Bullock. Give me a bit of miscongeniality any day of the week. Risto, Riley, Josh, T Mello, that's Josh again. Bruno, ciao, hey, bella grazie, hey. Optimistic, MD, what is going on? Hello, everyone. Cool. So, hang on. Oh man, help! Just quickly. My brother got me onto. I used to drink Monster when I was like 17. Corey, how you going? Used to drink Monster when I was 17 and haven't drunk it again since. But my brother got me onto these zero energy ones. Zero ultra. So there's like, fuck all, there's 14 calories in this. And I am just putting these down like nobody's business. Maybe me and Geordie can get sponsored by Monster together. Oh, this is a little bit tight. That's all right. Should be right. Hello. So what we're going to do, well, this stream was going to be, I'll put the link in so we can all have a chat. So this stream is going to be us just having a chat. We're resting at the nest on a Wednesday. Thank you, Chris. What we're going to do is we're going to do the team a little bit later on in the piece. Remember, this is only going for about an hour or so, but I do want to get you all on to talk about just anything you want to talk about. It doesn't even have to be Collingwood related, right? It's Collingwood channel, but doesn't have to be Collingwood related. We can just chat the shit. We're resting. Tell me about your week. How is it all going and stuff like that. But we will pick the team with your help a little bit later. I do want to talk about the 9 new rules. Yeah, the 9 new rule changes. We'll talk about them. I'll get your opinions on them. But let's kick things straight off. Chris, are you ready to go? Mark, I can see you just in the studio. We may as well just get you on. Just give me a thumbs up if you're ready to party. Here we go. All right, Chris on his walk. I can see his Collingwood gear. Let's just go. Chris.
Howdy. First of all, thank you for the Adelaide game. Thank you for the Adelaide game ticket from the final series.
Oh, mate. So if you're new to the channel or you forgot what happened, I bought 2 Adelaide tickets with the intention to give one away. And Chris was the lucky winner. How was it, mate?
Oh, one of the best nights of this year. Spent almost $2,000 just to get to Adelaide.
Jesus Christ!
That was fun, but yeah, worth every cent.
Oh,
and
man,
then
it was
went to the
a day to remember.
went to the prelim final with my dad, and then watched Hawthorn versus Geelong, and I was like, felt pretty good. Hopefully, it would be Hawthorn versus Collingwood, and then
Yeah.
got to the Brisbane game, and then saw my check being carried out onto a golf cart going into the MCG, and I was like, not feeling happy about this, and then the result came, and I was like, shit.
Interesting.
But
See, I heard that, but I didn't know if that was true or not. So he couldn't even walk from
I've
the
actually got a
AIA
video
Centre
of it if you want me to
TG.
send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. 'Cause I'll just be interested in that. But there you go, man. Like he shouldn't have played, but we can't live in what ifs anymore, mate. Tell me about your thoughts. What are you feeling to ending the season going into 2026?
I'm actually very positive. I feel like we needed somewhat like a little drop off, but we'll still make finals. But I think it will be probably finish 5th or 6th. Have Gold Coast, Hawthorn, probably Brisbane again, and then maybe Geelong because they're always up there in the top 4. We don't get a premiership, and then 27. I'm just very strong on. Like we get Zach Butters, Ed Allen probably gets a spot as a ruckman. Well, not ruckman, but like he's at least in the midfield area.
Yeah.
I'm just very big on like we'll have a lot of big bodies then, and then we'll have all of the old experienced players out, and it'll be all youth. Like it'll be another version of the Rat Pack.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my microphone's so shit at the moment.
No,
So
that's okay, man. That's okay.
Yeah, it's heavily raining up here in Sydney, so it's just.
Oh, it's. I don't want to make you jealous, but it's bloody beautiful here in Melbourne at the moment.
Yeah, but
That's good, mate. Tell me about your thoughts on. We'll get into them in a second, but tell me about your thoughts on the new rule changes. What's your favorite? What are you hating?
I'm actually very keen on the last touch rule. I think that works so well for us. I was looking at almost all the highlights from 23, and it was probably 80% of the time it was touched by the opposition. I was like, shit, this is good for us.
Yep.
Yeah. The other ones I'm 50-50 on. I think not having Mason Cox for 2026 is going to be a big out for us for the ruckman, like the new ruck. The new ruck rule. But apart from that, I think it's very much Collingwood pro, and it's just going to be time for the opposition to figure out how to stop us again. Like, no matter what, there's just a new issue for the whole league for us or for Geelong. Like, we just find a way to abuse the system. So
and some of these rule changes, I remember, in 23, our whole thing was, like the tackling and then pulling the ball in and causing that sort of stoppage. And now, we can't. They brought that a bit of adjudication on that into 24, and it really stuffed us up a little bit, which is a bit shit. But you're right, we do like to abuse the rules. Well, as much as we can. The stand one being a big one, which they're sharpening up on now. But I do like the ruck changes. I really do. I really do enjoy.
But I just feel like though for the clubs like Richmond or North Melbourne, it's going to be a very big facelift for them. Like these new rule changes is just a good way for the inexperienced clubs to just dominate, and then it just makes the league at least a bit more even. So that's, to me, I feel like that's probably a bigger win for the AFL. A bit more money, a bit more sponsorship comes back into the newer clubs. But for me, I just find it as a massive win for the AFL and maybe half of the fans as well. Like I know a lot of Sydney fans who are not happy with it.
Yeah,
but they're also not happy about Charlie Curnow as well. So can't get everything. It's going
to be a little bit of a new landscape in 26. Where did you have us finishing again? Sorry, just quickly. I think I just
for 2026 at the very beginning I had us at 3rd. I was like, the more I thought about it, I'm like 3rd place, not bad. But then I'm looking at the Gold Coast Suns, and then I'm looking at St Kilda. I'm like, probably 5th place. Like, do what Brisbane done in 2024. Probably get to another prelim. But then thinking about Pendlebury and like, he's only going to play probably 13, 14 games. Like, we really need to stop being so dependent on him. Same with Nick Dacos and then Josh Dacos as well. Like, we really need to just have a lot more youth. Start doing what Brisbane done, where they just had for probably the first half of the season, majority of it being kids, and it did not look attractive footy, but they still
Yeah.
got the job done. And then second half of the season, they just went on a blitz with the fixture, and then they just steamrolled us. So I'm like, just do that for 2026.
Yeah.
See what we can do with that. But again, I'm just very much 5th place, Collingwood. A pretty good spot. Next, because then 2027, we get an easier fixture. And then we got a lot more youth into like Will Parker, Ed Allen, hopefully
Yeah.
Jacob Lyas or Ben Hobbs.
Yep. A little bit of Roan Steele as well. We'll get we'll get a play. Yeah, we got a bit of young guys coming through and hopefully snag a Butters or a King going into 2026. Chris, thank you so much for having this chat, mate. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the MCG one day.
Can I ask you one more question though?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, of course.
This is not really Collingwood related, but it's AFL like grand final entertainment wise. Do you think the AFL should bring back Waltzing Matilda as a pre-game tradition, or do you think that's kind of past its time now?
I don't remember Waltzing Matilda being at the grand final. If I'm going to be honest, I love Waltzing Matilda as a song. Like we used to do it in primary school all the time. Hang on, I just got to answer this guy because he's
no worries.
Jandal. No one beat me up, brother. It's all good. Please stop spamming the chat. I'm all good. The only person beating me up is myself. But that's a story for a different day. But hey, if I don't mind Waltzing Matilda, it's Waltzing Matilda into up there Kazali. Because I reckon that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, because you have like WWE, and then you saw how passionate the crowd was for singing the Australian anthem. Yeah. And last time Waltzing Matilda was in 2006. I'm like, whoa. I feel like that'll be such a big win for like Australian culture, and just to promote the game. So like you got the new, like for immigrants who are just coming into the country, just to see how passionate we are about like just not even our anthem, but just country music as well. I feel like that would just be probably the best thing. But
I love it. I reckon that's I reckon that's a good idea. Any sort of thing that we can sort of bring into the pregame would be absolutely huge. Maybe get a nice, Australian artist doing that. I want to see more Australian artists at the grand final, and then have a bigger. I loved Snoop Dogg, but I want to see a big American act, and then a good opening act. Like Baker Boy was absolutely sick.
He wasn't that good in for the rugby league. I think it was probably round 17. It was Baker Boy doing a halftime entertainment, and everyone did not like him at all. They thought he was probably one of the worst performances.
Really? Remember when he did the was it the Melbourne Western Bulldogs grand final that he was the big entertainment? Yeah.
He was good then, but just New South Wales fans that I've talked to, they said they did not like Baker Boy as a halftime entertainment for the NRL.
Yeah, but hey, we couldn't give two stuffs about the NRL. They don't know what's going on.
Anyway,
Chris,
thank you,
mate. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
Cheers. Bye. Chris, thank you for joining. I've got the I did put Jandal in the timeout because it was a nice little spam he had going there. But I did put the link in if you want to have a chat with me. It can be audio, prefer video as well. But look, whatever sort of works for you, I want to get you all on and give you a bit of a chat going in. Teresa, I like NRL. I watched the grand final and it was incredible. Besides Storm losing, I'm really want to get to more Melbourne Storm games next season. Storm Luke coming in pretty hot. Riley, my day was pretty good, man. What did I get up to? I woke up pretty early-ish. Went to the gym, smashed it out of the gym. Then my little treat is going to a cafe and having a read. So at the moment, I'm reading this, The Inevitable Ruin by Matt Dinnerman. It's the 7th book of a 10-book series called Dungeon Crawler Carl. Highly recommend. If you're into reading sci-fi fantasy sort of stuff, It's a lit RPG. The best thing I've ever read in my life. And yeah, so that's what I got up to today. And then a bit of just a bit of editing and videos and all that sort of stuff. I still can't believe my neighbor is Peter Pettigrew. Now, Peter Pettigrew, I think he was a player. So Peter Pettigrew was a player in the 70s, was a rover. This is not off the top of my head. I wish I knew that. 177 centimeters, debuted in 1970, which is the year that my dad was born. Shout out to 1970 babies. Played until 1972. Played in a couple finals. That's really cool. The only Peter Pettigrew I know is from Harry Potter. And he was he was a rat. I was going to say he was a rat, but he was an actual rat. Put my boy Sirius Black into Azkaban. So we don't like that Peter Pettigrew. What am I doing for Halloween? I'm not too sure yet. I'm not too sure. I got something on until about 10 o'clock, and I think I might go to a Halloween party after that at some sort of club or something, depending where my friends want to go or want to do. Because I love a little bit of Halloween, love a little bit of dress up. Melbourne City play Wellington late January in the soccer. If you want to make the short trip over, I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to that. Let me get back to you. Let me cross my T's and dot my I's, because that would be actually really, really fun. It'd be great to meet you as well, Ben. Hang on, just scrolling up. Did you see the other guy? Yeah. You should see the other guy that gave me these scars. He got away with a lot of things. Let me tell you. Let me absolutely tell you. Giga Chat, Swoop, do you like scary movies? I love the thought of scary movies, right? I love the idea of watching a movie where it's a little bit scary, and I like that sort of thriller and suspense. But I can only watch them during the day. And if I do watch a scary movie and there's a bit of a jump scare, I have to watch something that's colorful, like put on a Disney animation right after, go on YouTube, put up a little bit of Bluey or something, because even though I know it's fake, scares the absolute bejesus out of me. Do you like crickets? The little insects? Like, I like how they jump. I like how they rub their feet together and make their beautiful, beautiful sounds. Do I like the cricket though? Not really, unfortunately. What's your favorite Halloween thing? So treats or trick? I'm trying to be on a bit of a calorie deficit at the moment. So I do love a treat, but I don't mind a trick. I don't mind a trick every now and then. Hang on a second. How did you go at volleyball last week, mate? G Money. How do you know I played volleyball last week? So on Wednesday, I played volleyball. So that's why I did my stream from 6. Oh, wait, that's why you know, because I said it in the stream. I thought you were there watching me play volleyball. Man, I'm losing my bloody mind. I am losing my mind. I thought you were there watching me. I thought I played against you. It was so fun. They do it on Wednesdays though. So I'm spewing that I can't I'm trying to see if I can do it, trying to figure out what time works best for me. They do it before 6, and it's in where is it? It's in Altona. So it's about 15-20 minutes from my place in Brunswick. But it was so much fun. Beach volleyball, play with my cousins. It's different, bloody different. I can't spike the ball, that's for sure, but I could, serve the ball and stuff. I want to do it again. I absolutely want to do it again. All right, let's get Risto. Thumbs up when you're ready, mate. Beauty. Let's go. Hey, mate.
Hey, Luke. How are you?
Not too bad, brother. How yourself?
Just chilling in one of the very many Collingwood rooms.
We love this. We love it. Tell me, mate. What are your thoughts on just Collingwood or just life? What's going on?
Well, right now, everyone who knows me thinks that AFL's done, I get to relax.
Yep.
I've got Premier League going on at the moment.
Yes.
Um,
Yep.
Just started. A-League started up. No rest for me.
No rest. Sport all the way through. Someone mentioned the baseball. Optimistic Box mentioned the baseball. I went to the States, watched a bit of the baseball in 2018. Loved it. Haven't watched it since, but I absolutely love the game. But I think it's the Yankees and the Blue Jays in the playoffs or whatever they whatever they call it there. Hey, is that the hard rated orange?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, so good. Had my first one in Adelaide. Incredible.
Oh, yeah,
It's the best.
Work didn't put me on today for some weird reason, so I stopped in for a birthday present for someone else, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get these because I know they're effing good.
Yeah,
Now I got
it's so good. Who do you follow in the Premier League? Arsenal.
I'm a City boy. Man City there.
Man, hey, let's fucking go. Let's go. Bit of a shitty loss on the weekend, but what can you? We'll make up the points.
Yeah, no, we've been a bit up and down lately, but Pep's a tactician genius, and like it goes without saying, Haaland's scoring all the goals right now, so I trust them, and I'm a massive fan of Kushnerov in defence. I know he hasn't been around lately, but I'm a big fan of him.
Hey, he's gonna be good. What is he like? 20, 21? He's still very young. It was a bit of a good sign, and we've signed a lot. Getting rid of KDB and stuff like that, and trying to get them back. Just before we sort of keep going, Teresa says, dude, this guy kind of looks like a wrestler. Ben said Roman Reigns. I have no clue who these people are, or if you do look like a wrestler, but I assume that's a really big compliment.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not a big wrestling guy, so I got no idea. Someone in the chat's gonna have to let us know about that.
Roman Reigns, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not a big wrestling guy.
We'll take
I will
it.
say, the White Monster. I know how good they are. I had a friend of mine who got me addicted to them, and I have them like so often now.
Yeah. Oh man, they're so. And Amazon. I'm spewing that I missed it, but Amazon had a slab of them for $45 on Prime Day, but I missed it, and I'm spewing a little bit. Yeah, Swoop, how freaking good is White Monster? Everyone just loves it, man. Everyone just loves it. What are you thinking about pies in 2025? 2026, sorry, 2026.
I might be the most insane person on the planet, but I think Jack Ball has been the missing piece, like that big-bodied key forward.
That's huge.
I think there's a dynasty team incoming.
Really? What makes you say that?
I just looking around at the squad, and like not just the 23 that goes out there, but the team itself, like the whole squad. There's stars littered everywhere, and I don't see this team losing many games because of like you've got the brains on the side with Pendlebury, Sidebottom, Howe, Elliott, these guys.
Yeah,
but there's kids in there like Long who's played 40-odd games now. Bo McCreary's been a star. All these guys that challenge this, they want to fight and they want to win.
Yeah.
And I think there's moves coming to probably free up Houston.
Hey, quickly, this is Roman Reigns. This is who they reckon you look like. Can you give us one of those stares? Is this the guy?
I'm going to go with it. Sure.
Just grow your beard out. Someone said Nate Diaz. Let's look at hang on.
Let's get
Nate Diaz. This guy's MMA. Nah, not this guy. I reckon more like Roman Reigns. You just got to I think this guy has like really, really long. Oh yeah, look at that. This dude has like super long hair. So you're halfway there, man.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I'm losing my hair, so I'm just buzzed.
Man. But yeah, what were you saying for 2026? There's someone that said, hang on, spat out my water when bro said when he said dynasty, bro. Tell me what makes you say dynasty, because we are going to lose a couple of players at the end of the year next year. What screams dynasty when everyone's screaming cliff?
Let's be real. You lose Pendlebury Sidebottom Howe at the end of next year. Maybe not Sidebottom because he's, I think, the youngest of the three. So maybe he goes around another year.
Mm-hmm.
But the kids who are coming in, we're not talking about guys that have played 1 or 2 games at AFL level. We're talking about guys who have spent seasons in the system. They know what's required and they've played games. Like, they're not going to make up for the brains of the other ones, but they're going to be used to the level and know what's required. And I think that's a pass the mantle sort of thing.
Yeah, interesting. And who do you see? So in 2027 is when you're sort of having a bit more of a refresh. Couple of guys. Do you see us getting anyone that we're linked to in Butters or Ben King?
Well, I think King signed a 2-year deal earlier this year, about June, I think it was.
No. So he's still a free agent up until the end of next year.
Okay,
you're thinking of Rao. Rao did sign that deal.
Yep. Okay.
So it'll be Ben King or Zach Butters will be the big free agents. Restricted though, so the clubs can match their bids.
I don't think so with Butters. I just think Port Adelaide's gonna not let what happened with Houston happen with Butters to a certain degree on the restricted front.
Yep.
Ben King, if Gold Coast sort of have a bit of a down year this year, I reckon he's extremely gettable.
Yep.
But I think it's largely dependent on what Dimmer and the Suns do this year, because if they're playing finals, they're on the rise, and they can definitely take it on.
Yep. Yeah, man, I would like both of them if we could. Don't think we can.
Absolutely.
Josh says Zach Bailey and Sam Walsh also as free agents. I reckon Walsh is going to be Carlton's next captain. So I think he'll sign on. Zach Bailey is an interesting one. I would love Zach Bailey, but there's talks of Essendon offering him just millions of dollars.
Yeah, well, Essendon's. Well, I don't know if you heard, but Essendon offered that $10 million to Weddle, which is an insane overpayment for him.
Yeah.
Because Walsh, I don't want him. I don't like the injury history with the backs and all that, because that's probably the worst sort of injury to have for just any sort of human being. Bailey, I will admit, I absolutely hate him because I was at that game in 2021 when he kicked it after the siren.
The Marvel game,
I hate him for that, and I've never liked him since. Jesus, that's like... Sorry, I just got the cricket on as well.
Oh yeah, who's winning?
India's in first innings batting at the moment. They've just smacked Hazelwood for 4.
Oh yeah, is it? It's the 2020s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2020s.
Yeah, nice. I like it. I like a bit of 2020s. And just before we let you go, man, where have you got Collingwood on the ladder next season? Where are we finishing?
I'd say 3rd with a record of 24 games next season. Take away probably 2 buys if we play opening round 22. So I'd say 3rd with a record of 18-4 and a percentage of 100.
Damn, 18-4. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. All right, Roman Reigns. Teresa says bye. Nice to see you, Roman. We'll chat to you soon. We'll expect that full beard next time you're on.
No worries, all good. Cheers.
Thanks, brother. See you, mate. Bye. Well, we've never had a celebrity wrestler on before, so that was really, really nice. Ben says, Swoop, do you know when the fixture comes out? I think they've come to Australia sometime next year. Fixture should be out in November. They usually do it. I remember, I don't think I was overseas last year when they announced it. So it should be towards the end of November, maybe 3 weeks into November. But just remember that they announce opening round to round 15 or 16. And then they'll announce the opponents for the rest of the year, but not announce the times or anything until halfway through next year. So definitely be wary of that. Do you go for an NBA team? I don't. Basketball is probably the only game besides cricket. I like the T20, but I don't really like anything else. But basketball is probably the only game that I can't super get into. I don't know why. So I don't really have a team there, but I'm open to suggestions as long as it's not a bandwagon team. I want a middling team that's I do like the Spurs and what Wemby has been doing. I've been seeing a lot of him on TikTok, so that's been really, really cool. Hey Swoop, Collingwood will finish second next year. I might see you at some games next year. Flag Pies 26, go Pies. Kaz, I hope we finish second next year, and I hope to see you at games more than anything. What does your diet look like that got you abs? It's all about calorie deficit. It's all about I do meal prep as much as I can. I went through 7 months of just hard slog of meal prepping, my breakfast, lunches, and dinner all the time, every single day. Going to the gym about 5 times a week, running, going on the stepper. I lost 20 kilos in 6-7 months. And yeah, got really thin, put on a little bit of weight now, putting on a bit more muscle, but still doing my meal plans and stuff like that, but a bit more loosey-goosey. When do you think Daicos should take over captaincy? I don't think Daicos, there's been some talks like, should we still have Darcy next year, or Daicos takes over? I'm of the belief that, and now see if you agree with me, chap, Brayden Maynard should be the next captain for a couple of years, and then it goes to Nick Daicos. I think Nick has a little more time to mature. 2028 for Nick. I like that. Give Maynard a couple years. I love Darcy as captain. I absolutely love Darcy as captain. I'm his biggest supporter. But if there was to be a captain change, I want to see Maynard take over, and then I want to see Nick take over for that as well. Yeah, Maynard as captain would be insanity, good insanity. That would be crazy. All right, what we'll do is we'll get Riley on, and then we'll start doing oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Then we'll start doing the teams. All right, Riley, thumbs up if you're ready to go, mate. And Sean, I'll get back to you about my meal prep after we have a chat to. Actually, while we're chatting to Riley, I'll put it in the chat. Riley, how you going, mate?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Tell me, what are your thoughts?
I'm honestly on here. What do you want to talk about?
Mate, tell me about the rule changes. What are you thinking about? The new stand. Let's talk about the new stand rule, where there's once you're in the 5 meters, that's it. You have to stand. You can't pull back. You can't get out of the play. How do you feel about it?
I'm a bit split.
Yep.
I feel like you don't have the opportunity to leave the protected zone. You're going to get done a lot more for 50.
Yep.
However, if you do step into that protected zone, you do have to stay there.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit split, but I think I'll have to watch round 0, see what people do.
Yep.
Really justify it.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. Like, I think for the first 6 weeks, it's going to be a lot of 50s given away. I think by just and we saw it a lot when they brought in the stand rule, when the opposition will go to fake the handball, the player steps off the mark, they gave away a 50. I know they changed that rule, so they're not doing that anymore, but it's just instinctual for these players, and they will, they will try and jump back off the mark like we do it all the time. That was our game plan, for a very, very long time. Yeah. It's going to be interesting, but what was the other big one? The 5 on the bench. Hang on, I've got them up here. The 5 on the bench. Oh, what about the last disposal out of bounds?
Yeah, I live in Tassie. We play with that. I feel like it works well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like taking as many decisions off the umpires as possible will make the game flow faster. It's
Yep.
not, and if it happens, it happens. It's not people can't complain about it and abuse the umpires for it.
Yeah.
Like we played Sydney round 22 last year up at SCG for our season on the line.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was that Cox incident where he tried to keep it in, but he got done for insufficient.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen again, which I feel like will be better for the game.
Yes. Yep.
Sorry, it's just my mum. I'm
That's okay.
talking to
Hi,
someone.
Mum.
He said hi. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello. So yeah,
My
so
bad.
you reckon it works pretty well?
Yeah, I feel like it works. It just makes the game smoother.
Yep. It takes away that grey area, doesn't it?
And it just eliminates, like, especially in forward 50s.
Yep.
Forwards try and play with it a little bit. Backmen try and play with it a little bit. I feel
Yep.
like if you do something silly, it's just going to get done.
Yeah.
And that'll just make the game faster, smoother, and more efficient.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's probably one of my most, the rule that I'm looking forward to the most. That one and the 5 on the sub. Mate, someone just said first Roman Reigns, now Dominic Mysterio.
I'm a big wrestling fan, so I know who these people are.
It's so funny because I actually do know Dominic Mysterio because he popped up on I think it was an AFL TikTok or something like that. So that's a pretty big compliment, man.
It is.
This is just a wrestling compliment. Are you doing your mullet? Are you growing your mullet out?
I'm trying to.
Oh man, no, it's good fun. It's one of my mates, Lockie, does a lot of wrestling content. Just started on TikTok. He's a big fan. My other mate Nick went to Perth for the big wrestling thing. My cousins went there to see John Cena's last tour. I guess he's only got a few matches left, doesn't he?
He's only got 4 dates left.
Yeah, bloody hell! The end of a bloody era.
Yeah, 23 years in the business, giving everything to it.
Damn, that is absolutely wild. Before we let you go and start this team, where do you have Collingwood finishing next year?
I feel like we need to pick up some big stars in the delisted free agency and the draft.
Yep.
Is it true we're linked to Sam Frost? I've seen someone post before. It might have been you.
Yeah, I posted about it, but that's only because I think someone on like SEN or 3AW or something said like Sam Frost would be a good inclusion at Collingwood. So I just did a bit of a thing. I think he's just too old. He's just past it. He played one game for Hawthorn and then just didn't play at all.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we need Blighty. We need Blighty there.
Definitely.
And but yeah, where do you have us finishing? Sorry.
I reckon a solid 6th.
Tell me where you are.
A solid 6? That was my Siri popping off. Yeah, I think.
6th.
Yeah, I think that sort of makes sense. I have us anywhere between 3 and 6. 3 and 4 is pushing it a little bit. That's hoping that there's a couple of drop-offs. But I think 5 and 6 is pretty much in the ballpark for us.
Yeah, I just feel with the old legs, we're going to have some young talent coming through, obviously, next year.
Yep.
But them old legs are just going to slow us a little bit. I don't think we're going to be as successful as this year.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, definitely a 5 to 7, really.
Yeah, well, hey, that's still the top 8. Riley, thanks so much for jumping on again, brother.
All good.
Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, Swoop. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Mate.
All right. Man, this is all right. Let's take this off a little bit. Whew. This is a lot of wrestling. I've never talked about wrestling this much in my life. I really hope Lockie would absolutely love this. I did see a bunch of talk. I think it was Teresa talking about Humphrey, Bailey Humphrey. I think I mentioned this on a video. I don't know I can't remember which video, but my intel this year was that Humphrey did want to come to Collingwood. That was my intel, but he just didn't want to nominate because we couldn't get it done. That's just what I heard. That's just what I heard. So hopefully next year we can facilitate that if we can't get a Butters or a Butters or a Ben King. What's my favorite movie? I Love You Man with Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is my favorite actor. I think he's so funny. That's my favorite movie. I love Marvel movies as well. Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man, fantastic. The OG Iron Man was so good as well. I'm so fucking excited for HH, Harvey Harrison, the forgotten man, the absolute forgotten. Maybe Teresa, what do you reckon Harvey Harrison turning into a little bit of a Bailey Humphrey? Is that they're kind of the same height? I'm pretty sure. They look about the same weight, muscle wise. Could that could that be a possibility? Let me know in the comments. All right, who is ready? Who is ready to do the teams? Let me just get it all prepared, and we'll do present, share screen, window, this one. All right, here we go. I need to see your comments, so I don't need to see my face, so we'll see the comments. All right, so this is what we are presented with. Here we've got our defenders, our midfielders, our forwards, and our rucks. So we'll start with our defenders. So what we'll do is just, we'll go one by one. Put them in the chat where you want in those positions. I'll call out some people who I think should be in there. You just give me a yay or nay, and then we'll go from there. So back pocket. Back pocket. I think we're going to put Jeremy Howe in that back pocket for now. Do you all concur with that? Putting Howe in the back pocket, or what? We'll do this. I'll give you my back six. You tell me if you want to make any changes. So this is opening round 6. So we'll go Howe, Frampton, Quaynor, and then I'm going to go Jacos, Moore, and Maynard. Tell me your thoughts on that. Would you make any changes from that? I know the Jacos on halfback is a bit contentious, but how are we feeling? A lot of people agreeing. We like that. If we all agree on this, we can just sort of move on. Reef is a big one. We'll do the we'll do the team first, and then we'll talk about some changes possibly. Yeah, because we're talking about Houston, but this is what I'm thinking, right? Then we go Houston on the wing, side bottom on the other wing, and Jordan De Goey in the center, right? So why I'm thinking this is these two can just swap. Jacos won a Copeland All-Australian jacket and a premiership on the wing. I do like him across the half back line, but these two can swap. When Houston went into onto the wing in the last couple of games, thought he did really well. Now we are getting a couple of suggestions here. Crisp on the other wing, so people are thinking that Jack Crisp will come over here. Perryman as well. Well, this is what I'm thinking. Do we like Crisp on the wing though? I feel like he didn't really play too well. Okay, so people are thinking there was 3 suggestions of Perryman on the wing next to Jacos instead of Houston, which is interesting. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Perryman line up like this, right? Perryman, De Goey, Cameron, and then Nakos. What are people saying? What are people saying about that? But you could even swap out Crisp and Perryman and put Crisp straight into the middle as well. Crispy half forward. That's interesting. That's interesting. This is why I think that we've just got so much depth. Diddy no longer a wing anymore. Yeah. Bo in the middle. Yeah. We've also got where have I got McCreary? Here. We've also got McCreary. What about this as your midfield setup? Could we see that? And yeah, Perryman rotating. So Perryman, let's just start him on the bench for now. Do we like this midfield setup? Like this is where, let's just say we're lining up around 1 against Brisbane. Does this look good? We've got Houston on the wing, Sidebottom on the other wing, Nakos, Cameron in the ruck, DeGoey in the middle, McCreary as a rover as well. I don't want to put Ned Long in there only because I don't want to start Long and Jordan DeGoey at the same time. With his injuries, they aren't starting Bo in the middle. Well, hopefully his injuries aren't too prevalent at the start of next year. People are saying Long for JDJ. That could be a setup. All of these guys are so it makes sense that they're on the interchange because they're so interchangeable. Sidey might be more valuable for us forward. Okay. That's interesting. That's the third or fourth person to say Sidey up forward. All right. What about if we did this? Perryman in the middle. We'll put Sidebottom in the forward pocket like you want. Who are we putting on the other wing? If we got Sidebottom forward, do we put Jack Crisp on the other wing then? If we've got Sidebottom sitting in the forward line? Is that what we want to see? And then obviously we can swap Ned Long for Jordan DeGoey. Parker on the wing. I don't think Long is a wingman. We're not going to put we're not going to put Neddy on the wing. Let's keep Crisp on the wing and then Roan Steele. Ed Allen as well. Oh my God. We got depth coming out of our wazoo. So we've put Steele Sidebottom in the pocket, Roan Steele on the wing. Look at that. Steele Sidebottom. Steele Sidebottom. All right. And don't forget, we've got Ed Allen here as well. This interchange is just, we're going to overfill this interchange for now, and then we'll sort of sort it out. So give me a yay or nay on this. I reckon this is a good midfield setup. Now we'll look at our forward. So we've already got a forward pocket picked. I'll get to some of these questions in a second. Whoops. We've got our forward pocket picked. McStay as our full forward. Hill as our forward pocket. Elliott as the half forward. Schultz on the other half forward line. Oh, I got two. Why do I have two Bullers? And are we thinking Buller, Membry, or West? Who are we thinking as our center half forward? Westy, West. Do we think West is ready to go day one? Round one, West is ready to go? Or are we giving a Buller a go? This is incredible. I've got 2 for Buller, 2 for West. Flip of the coin. Catherine, I'm going to miss Checkers as well. I think doing a team without Checkers is actually making me really bloody sad. Got to be members until we see some preseason form. Nostradamus, I agree with that. All right, so what we're going to do is Westy over here. Scott, I agree. Can't have West as our starting center half forward at the moment. We'll put Buller in here. All right. We'll chuck Membry in the interchange for now. Oh my God. Pendles. No one in the chat said Pendles. All right, shit. He's here. He's on the bench. Oh my god, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Now, this is your and mine. This is our starting 22. We have to narrow this down to 5 on the bench. Pendles is Pendles and Jordan DeGoey. Definitely. We are practicing for what's to come. Teresa, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. We got Pendles, Jordan DeGoey. Is McCreary? Do you guys concur that these 3 are Harry Perryman on the bench and Scott Pendlebury starting? Yeah, I can see that. Let's do that. Do you guys concur? I got to stop saying guys. Do you all concur that Perryman, Jordan DeGoey, McCreary are 3 definites? People are saying Allen out. We'll leave Allen to the side for now. Actually, that kind of, are they really going to play ball from the start? I reckon they are, Teresa. Honestly, I really reckon they are. Justin Lepich really had a lot of praise for him. He's been watching him all year, saying that Buller plays exactly the way Collingwood plays. His follow-up work is incredible. Marking is incredible. So we'll leave it like this, and then we'll tweak it a little bit because I reckon that changes it a lot. Could this be our look? I love Lipper, but am I sold on him being in our best 23 going forward when we do have the likes of Rowan Steele coming through, Parker and Allen? Could this? Do you all concur with this as our interchange and emergencies? I'm sad that we forgot Pendles as well. Parker for Lipper. Riley, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking as well. I do like that. I know Lipinski has a bit more, obviously game time and the premiership and all this sort of stuff. Well, Giga Chad, big call, but I'd swap McStay for Westy. The only thing is, they might look to trade Lipper next year. That's probably a decent call, to be honest. The only thing is, if we take out Buller, for example, and put Membry here, that means that McStay will have to take second ruck. I like having Buller in the team now, because he can take second ruck duties, and then McStay can just stay up forward, do what he is getting paid for, which is not leave that fucking forward line, because we can't have McStay doing second ruck. Mate, Billy, is this Billy Frampton's burner account? Billy Frampton will take over as captain. I think we got Billy Frampton's burner accounts on. Elliott swap for Hill in the pocket. Okay, we can do that. All right. Can I put a poll up? Damn, I can't put a poll up. All right. Tell me, we'll take it to chat. Membry or Buller as our starting centre half forward? Leave an M or a B or their names in the chat, and we'll tally them up who we want to have as our starting centre half forward. Two for Buller, 1 for Membry. 3 for Buller, 2 for Membry. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Buller. Seven for Buller, 5 for Membry. All right, we're going Buller. Fam, we're going Buller. Membry has to be Buller for the second ruck. Someone mentioned, do we have Nick Dacos? Yep, automatic starter. We got Nakos in there. Hill was an automatic starter as well. We've put him at half forward here. I actually I actually love that we've got side bottom in a forward pocket. I love that. I didn't do that in my thing, but I love that so much. I love that so much. So chat, thank you so much for suggesting that. We're going to keep side bottom there. Are we happy with this? Once we're happy with this, we'll make a few more changes. Are we happy with this as our starting 23? Because if all right. I'm going to save this, and then I'll post it on my Instagram, and get their thing as well. Say that we did it on chat, and they're missing out. If they're not on here, they're missing out. All right. Yeah, the TAC Cup, 10 goals is insane. All right. So now let's look at the other players that we haven't talked about yet. Defenders, Cochrane, McInnes, Ryan, Jath. Now, Jath and Ryan both injured, and obviously McInnes injured at the start. Jath and Ryan couldn't finish out the season. Cochrane is still a work in progress, but I love what he's going to bring to this team. The only person I can see coming in at the moment is McInnes for Frampton, because we've got to remember when we started the season last season, it was McInnes. From the preseason, I remember going up to Gold Coast for those simulation games and just thinking to myself, holy shit, McInnes is going to be our fullback for the whole entire year. Obviously, does his ACL. Now, let's change it up a little bit. Do we think McInnes over Frampton when McInnes comes back? So now we're looking at a round 16. So we've had 6 or 7 games, if you're counting opening game. Do we think it's going to be McInnes for Frampton or McInnes for Howe? Leave your thoughts in the chat. Frampton, Reef in, Frampton out. Not sold. Giga Chat isn't sold on Reef just yet. That's the competition between Frampton and Reef. And then you got to think, what happens if we get Jacob Blight as well? What happens if we get Jacob Blight? Let's turn who even was that? Oh, Steen. Let's turn Steen into Blight. What happens now? What happened? We're not dropping the captain. Billy Frampton just pumping his own tires up. If Blight comes into the team, are we going Blight over Frampton? Could this be our round 16? Now, I'm just shooting the shit right now. Could it look like this? Could we have McInnes taking over Howe's spot, Blight as our fullback? Younger than Frampton, is more agile than Frampton. I can make anyone disappear. You know what? Whoops. I'm going to put Blight here, and we're going to take Nakos out of the team, and I'm going to be our starting rover. I'm going to take us to a flag. I'm going to take us to a bloody flag. Me and my boy Ned Long. I'll be fucking crawling under his legs, mate. Opposition would not see me coming. I don't even have to shrug to get a free kick. They'll just rip my head off. You'll see who's a defender that just goes in really, really hard. I don't even know any of the other teams, mate. But you'll see that defender with my head still attached, detached from my body, them running around with it. All right. So have we heard any more on the Blight situation? Collingwood did interview him. Haven't heard any more from him. Like Mason Redmond, yeah. He'd have my head in a bloody thing. With the Blight thing, now, grain of salt, right? Grain of salt. This is just between us girlfriends. I'm hearing Blight wasn't too liked at Richmond, and that's why they didn't give him the other game in his contract to make him an automatic, give him an automatic contract renewal. So I don't know, grain of salt or grain of sand, whatever you want to take it with. All right, so for now we'll take Blight out of this team because that's not what this process is, and put Frampton in here. Swoop will just swoop on the. Hey, I'm actually deceptively quick. You wouldn't think it, but I'm very, very fast. All right. Yeah, I think that might be. That's what I was hearing, Teresa. That he just wouldn't. I'm hearing that he wouldn't listen to the coaches because they just kept playing him out of position in the ruck and stuff, and he just didn't want to do that. So, I don't really know. Again, this is just between us girlfriends, and take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so that's what we've got here. Now in the midfield, Sully and Di Mattia. Di Mattia, they're putting him as a inside mid. So he's played on the wing. He's played across halfback. They're really putting him in as a mid-side, as their inside mid at the moment in the VFL. So do we think that we will see Di Mattia debut? I definitely reckon he debuts next season. I just can't see it straight away. Giga Chad, you're thinking of Will Phillips. I don't know. Like if a pick 3 can't make it in the AFL, in the Kangaroos AFL side, can he make it in a Collingwood side? He's pretty much just a tagger, can get clearances up, loves the tackle, but who does he come out for? That's the thing, That's the thing. I think this really stays here, to be honest. That we don't see many changes here. And then we'll look at our forwards. Out of these forwards, we know West, right? We know what West brings to the team. Again, we'll need to show his, worth. We'll need to show it in the VFL. But my boy Teresa is Harrison. I think Harrison could be our Bailey Humphrey. I really do think so. Could we see, is it these two? Are they vying for the same spot? Is there a team where we play Harrison and Elliott? Hayes might be, yeah. I think Hayes will have a very big year in the VFL. Just signed a 2-year contract. He's gonna be good. Still a bit of a project player, but are we seeing who are we taking? Okay, here's a question. We want Harrison in the team. Who are we taking Harrison out for? Is it really dark in here? Oh, it's not too bad. Harrison over Lipper. So we're thinking this. Do we think that's... Don't ask me that hard question. Do we think that Crisp is going to be in the team come finals? Do we think that there is a spot for Crisp in the team come finals? Or do we have too many players in that position? Look at this interchange. There's not really a defender there, except for maybe Perryman. More likely, Harley Harrison and Sidebottom are competing. That's a good. Oh my God, that's a good train of thought because we've got Sidebottom in that forward pocket. Can Parker or Allen make it into this team? Have we really gone away from Allen for Roan Steele on that wing? Could swap. Okay, Giga Chad. This is what Giga Chad's thinking. Sidebottom back in, Steele here, Harrison here. I actually don't mind that at all. Got to get Crispy. Yeah, okay. So everyone agrees that Crispy is going to stay in. Put Ed Allen and Parker on the wing. They need to play Ed Allen's in the guts. I reckon he's more of a mid player than he is a winger. God, who are you taking? This could What about if we did this? Could that work? Could that be our starting midfield? Allen, Long, and Nakos at some point. Parker definitely needs more games. I thought he had a really good Adelaide game. Could Allen play on the back half? I don't think Allen. The one knock that I have on Ed Allen is that I know this is going to sound. I just don't like his defensive work. That's a good way to spin it. I don't like his defensive work too much. I think he really has to work on that. If he can just add that into his game, I think he'd go just above and beyond. Just needs to really work on that. Swap Josh for side bottom and put Parker half back. Swap Josh for side bottom and put Parker. So we've taken. So you want side bottom out of the team. What do I think the main thing that derailed our season was? I think the main thing that derailed our prelim was picking injured players. That should never have happened. But the main thing that derailed our season was we chopped and changed the team too much, and I think we got a little bit too cocky. The coaches got a little bit too pretty for their boots. Ed Allen playing Josh position in the halfback is a good kick at the footy. Yeah, I do agree. Ed Allen can hit a target, but again, it's just that defensive work. I do prefer Josh over there. How's this look? This is a very younger team. Like, look at that. You got McGuinness, Parker, Allen, Long, Nakos, Buller, Harrison, Hill. Jacobs is still young. Quaynor's still young. Like, that's a very young team. Teresa, I agree. People say we have no kids, but, these kids, Parker has played, 10, 15 games now. Allen, 10, 15 games. We got Steele for nothing. Long has played a whole season. McCreary. This is why I don't think there's a cliff coming. And then we'll add in, I know they're not going to play next year, but then you add in McCarthy, Saxena, hopefully like someone like Fred Rodriguez or something like that, and give him time in the VFL. You still got Di Mattia, you still got Sullivan. You still got all of these players that can really bloody help out. So I love that. I'm just going to what we'll do is I really do love that team. Yeah, we really need to stop listening to Corns and Ralphie. I absolutely agree. God, that was really, really fun. I really like doing that with you all. That was really fun, and maybe something that we'll definitely do throughout the season a little bit more. Now, so it looks like Hobbs will go to Gold Coast. Apparently, I'm not too mad about that. We were into him in 2024. If you think we would have been into him a little bit more, Cal Toomey saying that there will be more SSPs, so there'll be more train-on players before delisted free agency. Josh in the middle, yeah, we can put Josh. We can do this. We can do that. Do we like the look of that? Oops, hang on. Let me. God damn it. Do we like the look of that before I stop sharing that screen? Yeah, agreed, Jesse. The young guys like Allen and Parker need to push the likes of Simon and Pendleton out of the team. We need to see gut-running defensive pressure that the old guys can't do. Yeah, again, I agree. And I'm going to share and download this as well. I'll put that. These will all be on Instagram. I'll make a post as soon as we finish this. That was fun. That was really, really, really fun. Oh, Mostradamus, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. What a man or a person. What a human being. What a human being. I really got to get that out of my. I'm trying really hard. I've got to get that out of my vocab. Really want to be more inclusive. I try to be more inclusive. With that, that's why I'm trying to stop saying, hey guys, and trying to say all a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what the worst thing is, Teresa, is that I'm going to put these up on Instagram and there are going to be players that see this. God damn. Nah, we'll do it anyway. It's a little bit of fun. Bullet and West are future Coleman medalists. I agree. Do you like gardening? I don't. At the moment, I live in a unit. Not a lot of gardens. I do have a herb garden out the front of my house or unit, which is really good. I like that. Thank you, Nostradamus. We're going to be doing these a lot more. Like I said, we're going to try and do them weekly. If not, it'll be bi-weekly. Then when the season starts, it'll be I'm just trying to think. Tuesday nights is going to be footy abroad. It could be Monday nights to dissect the weekend. So fan cams on a Monday night, or it could be Wednesday night. Anything else is a little bit hard. Thursday nights are family nights. That's when Team Talk comes out as well. Friday nights we're usually playing and stuff like that. So let me know. We'll do a Monday or a Wednesday. So that's going to be interesting. I'll put a poll up on my YouTube channel as well. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it so much. I'm looking forward. Janet, me too. Growing my own herbs. Yeah. I do love a bit of growing my own herbs. I'm a bit of a green thumb. What number is Bullet getting? I reckon. What number was he in Sydney? Jack Buller. Sydney. He was number 47 in 2023 and then 39. Maybe we give him thanks, Catherine. I appreciate it. Do we give Buller 33 or do we give him Coxie's old number? Or Checkers' old number? Interesting. Who gets 6? I think that's the big thing. I don't think anybody. We can either see an upgrade, or I reckon we might see an upgrade. Janet, me too. Thank you for joining. I don't know if we see an upgrade. Ned Long, I reckon Ned Long's carved out that number that he has right now. Billy O, thank you, Frampton, my future captain. Love ya. Charlie West gets 6. That's actually a really good shout. Wouldn't mind that. McCarthy 6 as well. Also, I'd have Lipper in for Parker, just on form to date. Perryman to halfback, cannot underrate Lipper. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I forgot that Lipper was like one of the best kicks inside forward 50 as well. Oh my God, this is so hard. Riley, my absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you for coming on. There's McCarthy. There could be a Blight, Saxena. I wonder. All right, well, we'll put Lipper back in. We'll put Lipper back into this team. Shit. What did Jesse say? Lipper in for Parker. All right. We'll do Perry. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, Lipinski's in. All right, Lipinski's back in. All right. No one's none the wiser. I think so. Corey, don't even talk about it. They should retire his number. No one should ever wear his number again until Jax comes in and says, I want my dad's number. Or his daughter plays for the AFLW is what I'm hoping. But yeah, it should 100% be retired forever. No one should ever touch the number 10 again. I can't see the number 10 running around playing 4 games and then getting delisted. Don't do it to me. But yeah, that was really, really fun, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this spooky Halloween stream. Love you all so much. Next week, let me just double check. I think next week, I've got my brother's getting married in 3 weeks, and I'm pretty sure next Wednesday is his rehearsal church. It is. All right. So we won't be doing a stream next week because I've got my brother's church rehearsal. But I will put up oh shit. Hang on. Before we do that, I've got to draw the winner. Draw for the survey. Thank you so much, Riley. All right. What I'll do is I will remove that. Give me 1 second. Hang on. Stop screen sharing. Take this out. Take this out. Share screen. All right. So there was an end of season survey that went out. There was nearly 400 people that entered. So I put all of your names in here. And in the next stream, I want to talk a little bit more about this survey as well. And I want to talk about the future of the Swoop Luke channel, what you can expect, what I want to give to you as well, and make it worthwhile, like all these memberships and stuff. I've got really cool ideas, sponsors coming through. It's going to be really fun. There's a lot going on. But what we'll do is I'm going to click to spin this, and then I'm going to call the winner, and hopefully they answer. Okay. Are we ready? Let's go. Click to spin. Here we go. Josh Williamson. All right. Congratulations to Josh Williamson. I'm not going to show his name. All right. Let me give Josh a call. I'm gonna FaceTime. I'm gonna FaceTime Josh. He's probably gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because he's gonna see me in this. Oh shit! I'm not gonna say his number on thing. Oh, okay. I went to give him a FaceTime, and it was a green bubble. So Josh isn't using an iPhone, unfortunately, so he can't FaceTime. So I'm just going to give him a call. 04. Chuck him on speaker. It's pretty late.
Hi, it's Josh. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Hey, Josh, it's Swoop Luke here. I'm live on stream at the moment. I just want to say congratulations because, well, one, thank you for filling out my survey. I really do appreciate it and I love it. And two, congratulations. You won the Swoop prize pack, which is the gift voucher for the club shop, a bit of a Swoop package as well. So when you get this, either give me a call back or text me back. Or Instagram me, whatever you're comfortable with, and we can go from there. But just want to say a big congratulations, and I appreciate you so much. Cheers, mate. Bye. All right. There you go. That is all done. Thank you so much for reminding me. Everyone, again, I love you all so much. So in the next stream, we'll talk about the future of Swoop Luke and what's going on. Very exciting. Oh, and I want to mention, there's only like 30 people left here. I do want to mention that I've been in contact with Collingwood, and on Friday I'm going into Collingwood to interview some of the new draftees from the AFLW this year, Georgia, Violet, and Ash Centra. So that's going to be incredible. So I'm going to be talking to them on Friday, and that will be up not on the weekend. It'll probably be up on the Monday. So be on the lookout for that. That's really, really exciting. It's going to be an incredible opportunity. But everyone, thank you so much. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Enjoy the rest of your week. And thank you for resting at the nest. Peace.